Good day and welcome to Impress Upon You. Our video segment today I like to call Got Time? As you know, in the hospitality industry, there are a number of timing expectations and standards that we are all held to. Because there's so many specifics today, I'm going to be reading off of a few points and comments to make sure that I hit the most important expectations for all of you. So in the video, we're going to discuss how staff members should showcase their knowledge and understanding of timing standards. These are in areas all around the hotel, from front office, such as checking in and checking out, to fine dining and signature restaurants with the servers, hosts, sommeliers, even to in-room dining, out at the pools and beach areas, within spa, and certainly within housekeeping on how we get the room prepared for our arrival, during our stay, and our evening service. So while we won't hit every one of those, we're going to touch upon just a general connection to all of the timing standards. Leadership, make sure that if you're watching this video that you are the most well-versed in these things, so that as your staff come to you and ask questions, you are very confident and competent in holding them accountable to these things. So first thing I want you to think about, what should someone do when a timing standard or expectation is going to be missed? So there are times that this is going to actually happen, and I think one of the easiest examples is at the front desk when someone is checking in. Every hotel across the land, even smaller base boutiques, family resorts, signature, high-end 5-star and 5-diamond properties, all have a minimum requirement of timing for checking someone in or checking someone out. The worst thing a staff member can do is see a line forming out in the lobby and become overwhelmed by that, because a number of things will go wrong. The most egregious is that whatever guest is in front of you who gets the proper check-out or check-in process, let's say approximately 6 to 7 minutes, the next guest who then comes up, because of your anxiety and the timing requirement, you might give them a 2 or a 3-minute check-in or check-out. So now if you flip it and think through the guest's eyes, number one, I had to wait online for 7, 8 or more minutes. And now when it is my turn, I had a very quick, rushed, and not luxurious or complete arrival process. That would make me as a guest twice as mad. When it is my turn to come up to the desk, I want the exact same experience. So think of it this way. When it is your turn to come up to the desk, you want to have that experience. So as an employee or a staff member, you should give them that exceptional check-in or check-out. Chances are, if the experience is that phenomenal, they're going to forget that they waited a few extra minutes. There's lots of other options. You could have a lobby ambassador, you could have a manager go out and talk to the guests, another department such as bell services, concierge, could also come into the lobby and talk to the guest. Lots of options. But the number one thing that you don't want to do is feel so overwhelmed and stressed that you don't give the next guest in line the exact same experience. So moving on, how important are the timing requirements as it pertains to more luxury experiences and services? So getting a little more specific here to those 3, 4, and 5-star and diamond locations. Well, the fact of the matter is there wouldn't be timing standards if they were not important. So we have to have them in the back of our mind. We have to be thinking about them at all times. The more efficient that you can be, the more luxurious the experience is going to be for the guest. And as a matter of fact, I like to call timing standards efficient luxury. When a guest feels as though that you have really taken the adequate amount of time based on their need to give them a phenomenal experience, they are going to feel that much more connected to you as a staff member, love the brand, and you'll probably create loyalty within the guest. Perhaps that's already happened and the guest comes back here time and time again because of that loyalty. So really think about efficient luxury as your go-to constantly when talking to a guest. Make sure that they feel as though that whatever amount of time they want, you've given them that. So here's what I mean, a couple of examples. If I'm a business guest, I'm on my phone, I have my luggage, I travel constantly, I don't need the 7-minute check-in. I need the 2-minute check-in. That's acceptable. 2 minutes, give me what I need, get me to my room, I feel great. Perhaps the guest is a family with children. It's their first visit. They've never been here before. Well, they might need a 10-minute check-in because they have to go through all the expectations. They want to hear about everything. You have to help them understand all their questions before they can leave so that they don't feel overwhelmed with what to expect during their stay. So it really also has to fluctuate based on the guest that's in front of you. And then the timing standards need to evolve. I would even go so far as to say that timing standards are guidelines, things we want to think about, but we might not always have to live and die by. Abiding by the timing standards may seem like a small or a simple task. The best staff members at the best properties find these standards to be extremely easy because there's just so much finesse and confidence in their approach to these. How will you get there? Practice. You'll need to think about this over and over again. Role play with your colleagues. Role play with your leaders. Think about it. Think about your guests. Which ones had a great experience? Which ones said to you, "What's taking so long?" Or "How much longer is this going to be?" Or some guests may say, "Well, that was really quick." Those are indicators that you need to adjust on one side or the other. So got time? Yes, you most certainly have timing demands within your property. Take time to develop your knowledge and skills of these expectations. Please feel free to ask questions below, make comments. Most of all, good luck and thank you for your time today. All my best from JLR Hospitality Solutions.